Chris, and welcome to Malongo. Malongo here in BGC. I just have a business meeting. I first time trying the Peruvian coffee. So this is the. It's good. I only drink brewed coffee, black as much as possible. No much sugar, no much creamer. But this is the best way to start a conversation with people that you met on networking. But there are times, have you experienced that sometimes it's like doesn't make sense what your business offer to them and then what their business can do to you, because sometimes, especially for startup companies, or if you're only starting your business, sometimes you're too small for them, or sometimes you might be too big for them. For example, what you're offering is you're selling something, or like on my company that we do tax and bookkeeping, but you only have less than 10 employees, and then you're looking for 500 people to serve as a back office like a BPO. Where do you go from there? You kind of get stuck because it can be awkward if you don't know how to redirect the conversation, because of course definitely you they cannot serve you because their cost is way higher than what your budget is, and also the same thing, if you would like to get them as a client, then they might need more complex accounting work, they might need more complex tax planning strategy, and then they might even have their own in-house CPAs, bookkeepers, payrolls. Where you will go from there. The best thing that always a given and a proven formula that worked for me is try to build a personal human relationship with them. How does that work? A personal human relationship with them is getting to know the person that you're going to speak to prior to the meeting. That's why most of the time, if I have a chance, if I met people from networking events, either in the Chamber of Commerce, Rotary, or just simple gathering for like a fashion show or business, the first thing I do is ask their Facebook page or Facebook profile, enable for me to kind of sort knowing what do they do, what their hobby, what are their interests, do they support other nonprofit organizations, because there you can find common denominator. Remember, Rotary organization, you can talk about what are your common denominator, if they're involved with the Rotary, or if they're involved with the Chamber of Commerce, or even if they have this kind of celebration, maybe they celebrate Thanksgiving in the US, or they do attend international convention for BPOs. So those are the things that you can talk about. Because remember, they need to like you, they need to trust you, and also it has to make sense for them. Because it's communication is not always, sometimes you have this 100% uh, goal to sell. You want to get their business, but on the entire conversation that might not be a good fit. So what you can do, if it's not making any connections, and then you know that it's next not yet there for them to get your business, is to talk about the people that they love, that they support organization, and then their hobbies. You can definitely go and reroute to that conversation, because I will give you an example. How did that apply to me? Many years, many years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I had no plan of buying a commercial building. I just want to rent the building. I don't know if it's gonna make sense for me to buy a commercial building. So what I did is there was this guy. He's a realtor, commercial realtor. Realtor. He doesn't really charge me with anything, but I keep asking. I keep asking about what would be the sales comparison on the real estate deal. Is it a good investment to buy a commercial building? But during that time, I really just want to get out of that building where I'm renting. Then, because he keeps sharing information, sharing the different realtor organization that I attended, networking event in Austin, it started for me that he will be my to-go person. Whether because he made me feel that he's not selling something, he's just trying to help me about the sales of the building, what would be the average, what would be the average square foot, and then also what would be the legal liabilities, different contracts that I need to look out for. it's a continuous ongoing that becomes a habit. We become more on uh, colleagues. We become part of the same organizations, and then after 2 to 3 years, he's the first thing it came come out to my mind is to get his business. There's no competition with it. I just ask him, list my building and try to work with the seller or to the buyer that I'm talking to. Then that maybe you can also do the same. As That's the same thing that I did, because most of the time, try to keep the personal and human relationship more than anything. Greet them on their birthdays, and that's why I said, you will talk to so many. Like the same thing with Jeff Bezos. He talked to more than 100 people, and only 7 of them really invested to his company. But did he ever stop? No, because somehow the people that you will meet might either help you in other ways or connect you with other people. And if you cannot find the denominator, let's say, and but you already have this human personal relationship, ask for referrals. So if they say, if they can, you can ask them if they know somebody that will fit to the service that you're offering. They can refer you to them, and also vice versa. You need to also ask what they need from that you can offer. Maybe you have other clients that have 500 employees or more that you can refer to them. That's a good deal. You can be a referral partner, and guess what? That is a residual income, because most of them they're giving commissions, and it's work smart. That's why never ever dispose any type of relationship. Try to keep in touch with them in any type of social media like LinkedIn, Facebook, anywhere, because you never know. It always comes handy. Because remember, for your business, you're not just selling your product. You're not just selling your service. You're selling yourself, right? So this is an art of communication. It's an art of selling without selling through sharing. So there you go, guys. If you like this channel, I hope you learned something. I'm here in BGC. Then we're gonna enjoy the rest of the day. If you like the channel, please click share and subscribe on my YouTube channel. It's Chris Y Coco. And if you're looking for a place to visit for a coffee shop, this is nice.